Yooka-Laylee is a game about a mild-mannered bear named Banjo and his sassy avian companion, Kazooie. One day, Banjo's sister is kidnapped by the nefarious Grunty in a bid to steal her youth and beauty. So, Banjo and Kazooie depart their home, head into the lair of the enemy, and go on a fun-filled platforming adventure. Of course... Hang on. Wait a second. That's not Yooka-Laylee. Damn it! Yooka-Laylee is a game about a mild-mannered lizard named Yooka and his sassy bat companion, Laylee. One day, some bee starts stealing all the world's books. As part of his plan, he ends up taking Laylee's beloved one book. Okay, so beloved in this context means he was using it as a coaster? I swear I'm not making that up. That is the actual story. So, Yooka and Laylee depart their home, head into the lair of the enemy, and go on a sometimes fun-filled, sometimes buggy, kind of derivative, platforming adventure. Look, I was excited for this game. I pledged to the Kickstarter campaign the day it went live. The rare Nintendo 64 games are some of my favorites of all time. The first measure of the Spiral Mountain theme from Banjo-Kazooie sends me into a nostalgia-induced coma. So the idea of people who worked at Rare during that time coming together to make a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie was an incredibly attractive prospect. In many ways, Yooka-Laylee is like taking a time machine back to 1998. The problem is that, while the game is a welcome return of classic 3D platforming collectathon gaming, it also brings back some of the frustrations 3D gaming had in the 90s.
Steam go up at all tonight?
For starters, the game has some serious camera issues. You can control the camera in one of two ways. The modern way, using a right control stick, or the retro way, pressing a button to center the camera behind Yooka and Laylee. I've gotta say, it was a lot of nostalgic fun playing the retro way, for all of 5 minutes. Of course the modern way is the better option for precision platforming. The problem is that in order to accommodate both styles, the camera can get a little wonky. This is made worse by the fact that all of the objects and walls stay opaque, as opposed to going transparent when blocking the player's view, as with most modern games. This makes platforming in confined places needlessly frustrating. When the camera is cooperating, the game plays wonderfully. Well, actually for the most part. The controls are very tight, except when they're not. There are times when the controls become, for lack of a better word, slippery. This wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't unpredictable. Still, to be fair, the controls are on point far more often than not. When the controls are working, they combine with the game's beautiful environments, great music, interesting level design, and all of those work together to create something magical. True, the formula is an almost copy and paste job of Banjo-Kazooie, with musical notes becoming quills, jiggies becoming pagies, Jinjos becoming ghosts, and eggs becoming berries. But the formula is just as fun as before, so I'm willing to be a little bit forgiving of its derivativeness. One thing I cannot forgive, however, is the obnoxious sounds every character makes when talking. This carryover from Banjo-Kazooie is somehow much more annoying than it was in 1998. It's weird, because when I go back to play the original Banjo-Kazooie games, it doesn't seem to bother me. I don't know if it's some kind of nostalgia filter, or if the sound design is just worse in Yooka-Laylee, but I found myself wanting to mute the TV whenever I was talking to characters. Are you freaking kidding me, Platonic? The greatest letdown of the game is just that, the characters. Sure, Capital B is, a villain, and the duo are, sort of charming. The characters that populate each world feel so disconnected from those worlds. In fact, most of the characters found within worlds are copied and pasted into each world. They follow you throughout the game, which results in each world being vibrant and beautiful, but hollow. Yooka-Laylee, it's not truly terrible or terribly great. Yooka-Laylee is competent. The game does offer plenty to do, and its good qualities do manage to outweigh its bad. It's just a shame because I know the talent behind the game are capable of so much more. In the end, I'm still glad I backed the project, and I am rooting for the game to succeed commercially, despite its flaws, because at the end of the day, Yooka-Laylee does breathe a little bit of life back into the 3D platformer genre. And it's my sincere hope that Playtonic can learn from the mistakes they made in Yooka-Laylee and make a truly great game for their sophomore effort. Ultimately, Yooka-Laylee is flawed, but it's not so flawed that it's terrible. I give Yooka-Laylee a 7 out of 10. If you like this video and you want to see more, you should, see, what is it that the kids are saying? Smash that subscribe button for more. And lastly, I'm on Patreon. Patrons actually get access to my videos a full 2 days before they hit YouTube.